Everybody's telling you to lock in, stay disciplined, be consistent to get the things you want. But here's the real truth that no one's talking about. And trust me, once you know this, it's like everything just becomes easier. The quickest way and the best way to get the things you want in life is by becoming an employee of God. And trust me, the employee benefits are way better than a pension scheme. You feel me? Because once you become an employee of God, you're choosing the path of least resistance. You're choosing a path where it's effortless excellence. You're choosing a path where you're receiving direct guidance, direct intuition from the inner teacher, from the inner guidance, your intuition. That's what being or becoming an employee of God is, man. And once you become an employee of God, it's like getting the things you want is way easier because you're receiving direct guidance, you're receiving direct instructions, you're receiving intuition. Being an employee of God is the path of least resistance, man. It's the easiest path, it's the most effortless path. And when I say effortless, it doesn't mean that there may not be hard work, but the hard work feels like play to you. The hard work it's not even work, it's just you just executing and doing what you have to do. Following the mission, following the plan, following your purpose, living your purpose. That's what being an employee of God is, living your purpose. All right, Taz, so if becoming an employee of God means I get the things that I want way quicker, how do I become an employee of God? I'm glad you asked, bro. And I can't lie, the easiest way to be an employee of God is by looking at how you were designed. What do I mean by that? Your unique gifts, talents, passions, interests, the things you're naturally inclined and drawn to, the things that you're just effortlessly good at. That is the path of least resistance. That is you being the best employee for God. You feel me? By just living according to design. And it doesn't even matter if you have a job or you're doing something you don't like. You can find time in your week, you can find time in your day to engage in the things that you're naturally drawn to, the things that invoke joy and excitement and happiness and bring happiness into your life. You can find time out of the day to do that, man. So that's how you become an employee of God. That's how you get the things that you want in life way quicker, easier, and just less stress, less inner disharmony, and just it's a more simpler process, man, becoming an employee of God. And by dedicating your life to living by design and living how God intends you to live, opportunities just open up. It seems like you need the right people come at the right time, the right opportunities come at the right time, and it's just this effortless excellence, man. Because truly, effortless excellence is the true essence of God within. By living your purpose, living your why, finding a way to incorporate your gifts, your talents, your unique interests into your daily life or even in your spare time, that's how you become an employee of God. That's how you manifest things quickly. That's how you get the things you want in life. Way quicker, way easier by becoming an employee of God, man. This is how you just live in a flow state where your intuition, your inner tuition, your inner guidance, the inner teacher, being an employee of God, this is what it unlocks for you. Just living in this daily flow state where everything is just happening in a flow, everything's just happening smoothly. Now, of course, things are gonna go wrong at times. Of course, things are gonna slip up or you're gonna slip up, but being an employee of God is the easiest way to get the things you want, man. It's the path of least resistance. I'm telling you, when you're an employee of God, you just live in this flow state. You just execute so effortlessly, and it literally feels like Spirit of God is in the driver's seat while you're just in the passenger, just observing. You're just chilling. You're just laid back, like thank you, God. You feel me? But being an employee of God is truly an amazing thing, man. And even if you're working a job that you don't like, or you're in a business right now that you don't really like, or just life seems like it's not really going your way, man. Once you come back into yourself and you do some introspection and you really ask yourself, all right, how am I designed? How am I made? What are the things that bring me joy? What are the things that add energy into my life? Ask yourself those questions, man. And then once you come to those answers, find a way to add them into your daily life. Or even if you can't do it in your daily life, whenever you have free time, spare time, man, pour into yourself. Love yourself, man. Become an employee of God. By being an employee of God, you're not only paid monetarily through money, but you're also paid through fulfillment. You're paid through joy. You're paid through energy. You're paid through life, man. Just living. Being an employee of God is one of the best jobs, man. For real. Working for God is my biggest validation. That's how I'm able to stay consistent, keep posting, do things in the shadows without anyone's validation. Be stuck on 200 views or 100 views across multiple accounts and not give a fuck, not care at all, because I'm living my purpose. I'm being an employee of God, I'm doing what I need to do. That's my validation. That's my fulfillment. So that's how it makes it easy for me to keep going without the support of people around me. And shout out to all the people that are supporting, because there's a lot of people supporting me, but I could do this without the support. And if you're someone who's posting content, or you've started a business and it seems like no one's supporting you, no one's really sharing your stuff or whatever, ask yourself, what are you really doing this for? For real, man. Because if you're doing it to appeal to other people's validation, or if you're doing this to hear well done or congratulations for other people, then you're gonna burn out. But the easiest way to not burn out or to not become stressed from the work that you do is by aligning it with your purpose, aligning it with your why, aligning it with how you're divinely created, aligning it with your talents, your passions, your interests, your gifts, the things you're naturally good at. That's the easiest way, man. That's the path of least resistance. That's the path where there's no stress, there's no burnout, there's no anxiety, there's no, you feel me? I'm not gonna lie and act like there's no, like it's all perfect and it's great all the time and everything's smooth. No, but the why is your fuel. The why is the fuel you use when your vehicle's empty. And when I talk about the vehicle, I talk about your body, your mind. When those things are empty, when it feels like you have nothing left, your purpose, your why, the real reason why you're doing this, that's your fuel. That's what allows you to keep going. By being an employee of God or posting content for a bigger reason than just receiving likes or receiving shares and all this external validation, when you attach a bigger reason, a more emotionally deep-rooted reason, it's the easiest way to stay consistent, easiest way to stay disciplined, man. Effortlessly. Don't even have to try, for real. The art of not trying.